Good afternoon and thank you for joining us for News Updates at 2 with me, Tandi Wemsmara. Pope Francis today welcomed members of a delegation from the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople who had come to Rome for the solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul. In his address to the delegation, Pope Francis highlighted the values of unity and peace, expressing his joy at the outcome of the plenary session of the Joint International Commission for Dialogue between the Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church, which resulted in a document on synodality and primacy in the second millennium and today. The Holy Father noted that today we are called to seek together a modality of exercising the primacy that within the context of synodality is at the service of the Church's communion on the community level, rather on the universal level. He also clarified that the prerogatives enjoyed by the Bishop of Rome with regard to his own diocese and the Catholic community need not necessarily be extended to the Orthodox communities, emphasizing that when the churches are fully united in faith and love, the form in which the Bishop of Rome will exercise his service of communion in the Church at the universal level will have to be the result of an inseparable relationship between primacy and synodality. The United Nations in Malawi has lamented slow progress in delivering justice on cases of attacks and killings of people with albinism in the country, calling on the justice system to expedite handling of such cases to ensure their rights are fully protected. Speaking on behalf of the UN country representative at the commemoration of 2023 International Albinism Awareness Day, Food and Agriculture Organization Director Jun Shen said much as they appreciate efforts of authorities have put in place to end the vice, a lot remains to be done in fighting for and protecting rights of persons with albinism. He observed that persons with albinism continue to face discrimination and stigma which affects their social, economic and health well-being. Chen has, however, encouraged persons with albinism to remain strong despite all challenges they are facing. Chief Resident Magistrate Madalitso Koswe Shimaza has dismissed an application by former Minister of Energy Newton Kambala and others to be set free. Kambala, former Presidential Advisor on Strategy Chris Jaimabanda, and Alliance for Democracy President Enoch Chihana are accused of attempting to influence former National Oil Company of Malawi Nogma Deputy CEO Helen Ruma to award contracts to OC, Finergy and Trafigura. They applied to be discharged, arguing the state lacks seriousness and willingness to prosecute the case. In her ruling, Magistrate Chimaza has dismissed the application in its entirety, describing it as untenable, and the court has adjourned the case for continued hearing on the 18th and the 19th of July for cross-examination of Roma. The Center for Democracy and Economic Development Initiative (CEDED) has asked the Minister of Trade and Industry Simplex Chichola Banda to invoke Section 4 of the Control of Goods Act of 2018 and declare that sugar is no longer a protected commodity. According to CEDED Executive Director Sylvester Namiwa, they are not amused with the continued failure by Lova Sugar Malawi to reduce the prices of sugar, and therefore more companies should be allowed to sell sugar in the country. He says laws are supposed to protect citizens, hence the call. Police in Balaga have arrested 4 people for theft and recovered 3 drums of glycerine amid a rise in cases of theft from motor vehicles on the Balaga-Liwande road. Identifying the suspects as Miles Sheila, aged 40, Francis Panda, aged 33, Frederick Mandala, aged 45, and Grace Maxwell, aged 25, Balaga Police Public Relations Officer Gladson Luntha has said the 4 allegedly stole 3 drums of glycerine of 200 liters each, or valued at 1.8 million kwacha from a vehicle. They will appear before court soon to answer charges of theft. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of our news updates at 2 Badu Station to Luntha TV as we continue bringing more news updates and for the rest of our programs. I'm Ms. Tandy and Samara. Goodbye for now.